Hey guys, what's going on? This is Namkraft and welcome to yet another season of Starcraft English commentary. Let's continue with Flash Zelle games between Flash and random pro gamers on a ladder. Today we're going to be having Flash versus Lava, one of the semi-finalists who just lost out in his fight against, was it Bisu? Yeah, that's right, Bisu, right? So Lava's feeling a bit pissed here, but I guess this is TvZ. So a completely different matchup, but anyhow. If you've not watched the previous game between Flash and another very strong Zerg player, Effort, go ahead and pause this video and check the video description. There's going to be a link to that. I always provide the link to the previous video and the next video and the overall tournament playlist URL in the video description. So go ahead and use those navigational buttons to move around and to bookmark the link so that you are never spoiled. You're never spoiled when you're watching Namkraft. You're only pleasured. Pleasure is the only thing I bring to you. No pain, none of that crap. Just pure enjoyment and ecstasy, not the drug, but the feeling. So yeah, nothing can top that previous game between Flash and Effort. That was insane. But let's hope for some nice games. This game is gonna be played on the map Radeon, a very classical map nowadays because it's been used several seasons. Here is the map thumbnail, and Flash is located at the top left in the blue color. We'll be having Lava in the bottom right in a red color here, looking like it's going to be going for a 12 hatchery or maybe 12 wool, we shall see, because overload's coming down and some drones are getting made. Flash, is he going to be comfortable going for his bio build, or we actually switch back to mech? I think Flash is a bit more comfortable with mech, but maybe he's getting bored of it. And he's always experimenting and trying to come up with some new ways to play, and of course he's also getting ready for ASL Season 21. Can you believe it? I mean, just I think 3 more games and ASL Season 20 will be over. We will have a few months possibly of preparation, and then we will dive right into the prelims of Season 21. And it's been such a long journey, a long history of ASLs and champions and just nice games and epic battles and surprises and 3-peaters and all of that crazy stuff. By the way, let me just quickly show you the accomplishments of the ASL. So, oh, maybe not. This is not what I want to show you. This is what I want to show you. So here are the best players and what they have accomplished in the ASL so far. Of course, Flash is still number 1 with 4 golds, 1 silver, and 2 bronzes. Second on the list is going to be Soki with 4 golds, 0 silver, and 1 bronze. Of course, Queen is number 3. Minis has 1 gold, Rain has got 1 gold, but we hope for another Protoss winner soon this season. We shall see. For now, Flash is going to be going for the expansion right after the barracks, and I think he's going to get ready to go for possibly something of a bio build. We shall see. This drone is still looking around from Lava. And by the way, this week, here are the standings in the ELO scores. So Flash is number 1 and 1462 ELO. Soma's number 2. And as for Lava, he's not on this chart because he's not in the top 10. His ELO scores, as you can see, it's only around 1242, so just outside of the top 10, maybe in the top 15 or top 20. And of course, his win rate per matchup in the last 30 days, evidenced by this left graph, is against Terran only 44%, so he's actually not in his decent form today playing against Flash, but we shall see because Lava always have a tendency to go for some surprising stuff. But on head-to-head, these two players play against each other a lot, and Flash is always winning something like, I don't know, 8-2, 7-1, 6-0, 10-1, that kind of huge margins of victories. So I wouldn't be surprised if Flash wins again today. But anyway, engine is going to be coming down in Academy, so the very standard bio build here comes from Flash. I'm not so sure if there's any kind of tweaking. If there's any kind of tweaking, I wouldn't know because I'm not a strong Starcraft player by any means. So I actually just know the basic builds. I don't even know the basic builds for any of the races besides Protoss. But anyhow, I guess this game will have a bit of time to spare on our hands. So let's go ahead and thank some of my fans who have supported me in the last 30 days. Let's go ahead and put on their names and possibly their photos as well. So let's get started with I guess in alphabetical order. Mr. Chen, thank you very much. Wait, where are you, Mr. Chen? There you are. Thank you very much for your support in the last 2 days. Ni hao ma, what are you doing? How is Taiwan? Are you getting a lot of typhoon? Because in my country we have a huge typhoon coming across. Mr. Bobby Fisher, how is that quest of trying to turn chess into Starcraft and vice versa? Are you having some lucks? Mr. John from Sweden, is it cold there? Do you have summer? You only eat, I don't know, salmon. And Mr. Hoji MM, he is the inventor of the MM build, Medic Marine. So please thank him because he's a great Starcraft player and a good friend. Mon amigo. And Juri Sensei, he actually doesn't buy me any coffee at all, but he's the guy who provides all of the translation in all of the videos that has the ASL banners. So go ahead and thank him and maybe subscribe to his channel and leave a couple of likes and comments on his channel when you see his translation on my channel. I think his nick is Juri Hyun. I just call him Juri Sensei because it sounds a little bit cooler. Mr. JW, what's going on? You have told me that I should not talk about you, so I should not talk about you. Mr. Peter from Poland, thank you very much. I will come to your country soon because I love war. You get it? I love war. I saw war. I've seen war. Warsaw. And Mr. C Goblin once again from Norway. Sick life. Yo, what's going on, Namkraft? Welcome to the crew, man. And these are the regular people. I heard something there. Hold on. What did I? There's something that get destroyed. Maybe a marine was sniped or something. Anyways, Flash is scanning. What did he scan? I'm not so sure. Mr. Spider-Mind, what's going on, my friend? My tiny little. Welcome to my little friend, Mr. Spider-Mind. This is Sullivan. He's from Poland as well. So say hello to Peter, Mr. Sullivan, and Peter say hello to Mr. Sullivan. Wait, did I say the same thing both twice? Maybe, not so sure. Anyways, those are I guess the standard fans, and let's look at the VIP fans. So there's only one VIP fans, and his name is Mr. Thomas. Not Thomas the train, but Thomas the Flying Dutchman from the Netherlands. Thank you very much for supporting us today. So you have allowed me to actually start my own joint operations. I really enjoy that. So let's put these tanks away and let's enjoy the mutual harassment. How many do we have here? Looks like 5 mutuals coming out from Lava. Does he have more? It's not sure right now, but he's doing some upgrades, right? +1 weapons on the air and Zelle with leg. No, excuse me, Zelle with leg. And as for Flash, he's getting ready to go for a nice +1. So we shall see if he's gonna try to actually come out with that and attack. It's got a long way to reach either of the bases. Maybe this base is so large is the reason why Lava's decided to go for this 4th hatchery here, because usually you don't go for this kind of build. You actually stay at home after you actually have your 3 hatcheries in base, or you take your 3rd hatchery as an expansion. But going for both is a little bit ambitious, I think. And it looks like Flash is scanning. He's looking for openings, looking for weaknesses, and he's gonna be able to actually see some of these buildings here. And looks like there's going to be a retreat of those mutuals and any additional mutualists. There they are. We do have some additional mutualists from His Majesty Lava. Of course, you know, Flash is not a majesty. Flash is God. He is not human. All right, 10 mutuals about to stop this marine. So this group is quite sizable, I think. But the number of mutuals is kind of getting higher because of Lava. And in terms of upgrades, I think the marines now have +1, and the mutuals actually don't have +1 yet. So I guess they need to wait just a little bit more and try to dance around and try to slow down these marine forces from Flash. Flash has done a good job to try to bait out these mutuals. He takes 1 mutuals down. He's about to take another one down. His marine forces is thinning up. He's got a second group waiting to dive in. He's decided to attack on his side of the map. I'm not so sure if this is the right idea. So this could be once again another attack. And it looks like Flash has scanned. What did he scan? He scanned his bottom left to see that there's a hatchery down, and he's going to decide maybe send his small group towards the other side of the map that we shall see. It looks like Lava doesn't know about it, just that he's got some forces waiting. But for now, Lava's made a lot of forces. He's going to try to surround here. This bio ball is actually rather small and loses his life very quickly. On the side of the map, looks like one overlord's going to try to slow down these marines, and I think now Lava's got enough forces to stop. Flash is just completely head on here. Only 6 marines remaining. It's going to be second group, but that group is not supported with medic. And look at how quickly they exploded in the face of mutualist fire. So Lava has won a temporary victory, but this is of course very important support for his 3rd base. He's going to be actually go and mine some gas on his 3rd base, and that's a very important conclusion of this middle report here, because we now know that Flash cannot penetrate and Lava is well on his way to hive tech. There's hive tech about 70% done, and there's going to be second evolution chamber to actually go for some nice. Is it the first one or the second one? I think this is the. Hold on, this is the first one. Okay, cool. But anyways, we're looking at the 8-minute mark of the game, and Flash is possibly feeling the pressure now. 69 supply for Flash, 64 for Lava. But Lava has secured his areas of the map, and he still keeps some mutuals alive, still just hanging out here and waiting for Flash to make a mistake. Flash will make his first starport. He's starting to make some tanks here. Now tanks is a double edged sword because it actually take away gas and slow down your science vessel production. But of course, with that, the filer tanks are good because you can actually go for some siege shot against lurkers. And with the support of scanners, it's quite easy to do so. Anyways, this mutuals are way too ambitious, and Lava's gonna have to pull back. Let's take a look inside of Lava's main base. Looks like we're gonna be having the filer mount about, so what is it, 50% done, right? And on this side of the map, of course, gas is being mined very nicely. There's gonna be some lurkers wolfing, and +1 cappers underway for the Zerglings. I think that's correct. Alright, a miss control group there by Flash, and he lost a couple of marines, and for now Lava is still holding the side of the map very nicely. Some nice attack, and Lava has completely wiped out this reinforcement from behind here, and Flash is feeling a little bit lonely with his first force. He's pressing forward, he scans, only to see that there is 1 sunken, 1 lurker, and 2 X morphing. So I guess now Lava's gonna be waiting, and maybe he's gonna try to return now. Some attack coming once again from Lava. And Flash is once again, I think he's definitely feeling the heat, man. He's definitely feeling a bit like, okay, I need to do some sick damage now. Otherwise, Lava will just grow, and he will have the fire attack, and he will have the 4th base, and that's gonna be over. This night is gonna have about 30% completed. And Flash decided, I will strike now. I have possibly enough forces to come out. Some lurkers are waiting on high ground. Another scan by Flash just to check exactly what is happening. I think he scanned the main as well, just to see if there's any openings, or maybe how fast is the Defiler coming out and so forth. A nice scan, but he takes a couple of hits from the lurker. He pulls back. What is Lava's plan with the rest of his forces? I'm not seeing him using any of the forces at all for the time being. Anyways, these tanks are not getting pulled back, and that's a mistake. Anyways, Flash is going to be sieging from the low ground. He does a couple of shells here and attack these tanks. Excuse me, these lurkers, and they're going to get pushed back. But I think Defiler should be coming up soon. I think there's a Defiler. Get ready. There's a Defiler. There's Defiler, and Consume is done. Consume is done, and Crackling upgrade is coming forward. And these Marines are way too close to the Sunken. Moving on this high ground is a mistake. And finally, there's the Defiler with the lurker support. So all of these Marines go forward. The tanks will need to unsiege now, because some of these lurkers will be within reach of the tank. No, not yet. So I guess these tanks will back up. And I guess now Lava will come down south, and this is rather early for 4th wave for Lava. Usually around this time, the Zerg player is still struggling to be alive here. You know, with a lot of drops coming from Terran and a lot of bio moving across the map. But I mean, now Lava is feeling very comfortable. He's not facing any kind of pressure against any kind of drop. Flash is going to be sending out a few more Marines. Does he have anything else? Got some science, so doesn't have any drops. He only made one. Okay, there's going to be a second starport. And for now, we're going to be having expansion coming out. There's the expansion. Defiler is out. Defiler is going to eat that Radiate. Not a bad idea, but it's going to be a second Darkstorm coming up very soon, I think. We're not seeing it, I guess. Okay, there it is. Looks like he waited until the last possible moment to cast down that Swarm, and very efficient use of Defiler, man. Very nice. This expansion comes out from Flash. Of course, he's going to be actually managed for the time being, but can he actually survive the long game? That is going to be the question. Flash takes a scan just to see, okay, how much defense is he on. There's going to be some Scourges. Keep in mind that on this map, Radeon, it's very easy to drop because of the wide areas on the various sides of your base here. But with these many Scourges and a lot of alertness from Lava, it will be very tricky. That's going to be a nice attack here. Only a single lurker is going to be able to make it to this group. And we do have some firepower to secure it, so that lurker gets surrounded from all sides and he will lose his life. Defiler might come out for another Plague. Good Plague that damages a lot of tanks, 3 tanks on an SCV. And now those tanks can possibly retreat. Now we're going to be having the Sciences looking for any openings, but Scourges will come in. Very badly controlled Science Vessels from Flash, and he loses that Science Vessels. This Defiler we get on the low ground is getting targeted by the time, but not yet the snipe, and now he's going to be having a Dark Swarm. And more lurker coming to support here. The game is still very close, but I think Flash will actually have a hard time to attack here. The Firebat is doing the best possible. The attacker and the tank need to unseat it. They go a little bit closer towards the enemy. There's the second Firebat waiting for it. Another tank will be within siege of this area. Actually need to focus down on the hatchery. The hatchery fall. The game will be in a different light, guys. Looks like the hatchery is not yet fallen. The tanks are not within reach. And oh my god, the Zerg is arrived at just the right moment to save the base. The last of the tank has fallen now. Flash still leading about to supply, but he's lost grip of that area. Has not yet sent pro SCVs towards the expansion now. So very much props to Lava for holding this side of the map and still thriving. More Nidus Canal, more hatcheries, more upgrades. And what is going to be Flash's plan? He's going to be just going for a nice lonely overlord. Do not pick on old people, man. What are you doing? Pick someone in your own size. No pun intended. Anyways, SCV is going to finally get transferred towards the third base. We might have a 4th base coming up here. But there's a Zerling there, so Flash knows to better. You know, there's going to be a drop though. This is a sizable drop. We don't have a lot of Scourges waiting in this area. And by the time the Scourges arrive, the cargo has been unloaded. There's going to be a lot of meat in this attack. The Nidus Canal is going to get sniped. Very close to getting sniped at the last minute. There's a Defiler. He's going to come out, and it looks like that Nidus Canal is sniped. So the Marine's going to have to back up. But you need to actually follow up with the next drop very soon, because it doesn't really work with just a drop like this. If you can actually come back with more drop, it's great. There's going to be some sciences looking for the opening, but at least one other base is actually disconnected between each other. Anyways, we might have a Plague on those sciences, so it's not actually plaguing. There's going to be a Plague on those sciences, so now the Defiler is alive. We're going to be having a replacement. That is going to very soon, and the Flash is not yet penetrating. A sciences will come out. Flash scan. What does he see? I think he's scanning the main. Okay, I think he's scanning the main, looking for that opening. But anyways, Flash, I think he's on the losing side. He's got still a surplus in supply. He comes in and he sniped the hatchery. Oh my god, this changed the fate of the battles here. Because now Lava's down to three geyser. And Marines attacking, getting some drones. There's gonna be some sick attack. But Lava is to save, and we're gonna be seeing the first signs of Ultras. The first signs of Ultras here. Where are these Marines think they're going? They're possibly trying to snipe this Knight is gonna, I'm not so sure. I think he's gonna try to come down here, maybe snipe a Marine, or excuse me, snipe a drone or something like that. I guess he's got a few Marines on this other side he's not using. But that Knight is gonna save today, and now Lava's gonna replan his hatchery. This sets Lava back a little bit, but not so much. And how the hell does this Zerg not see anything at all? Do you actually see it on the minimap? Yeah, you do. You see some blue stuff. I guess you need to actually react. But anyways, Lava with his 3 Ultras is looking very, very strong. Does he have any Ultras on this side of the map? I'm not so sure. Maybe there was a drop. What are these drones doing? Maybe I missed a drop. There may be something happening inside of this base. I'm not so sure. But 50-minute mark of the game, and Flash has got 105 supply. Lava about the similar supply. And Flash is trying to come up to a 4th base, but this SCV is going to get sniped. And looks like this dropship is returning. With some cargo emptied out already. Lava is going to press forward now with his Ultra. That's going to be a great play. Another Marine will get one-shotted by the Ultras very quickly. They will fall easily. GG from Flash. Lava's won this game. If you enjoyed this custom video, buy me coffee link to that. It's going to be in the video. Bye bye.